The Italian stallion, the crazy long jumper, the Olympic champion, Marcell Lamont Jacobs, is ducking the fade. He's running from the smoke. He's dodging competition. And he has pulled out of the Nike Prefontaine Classic. Nah, I'm playing. He ain't doing all that. But he has pulled out of the Nike Prefontaine Classic. If you don't know, the Nike Prefontaine Classic is one of the marquee track meets, at least in America. It's one of the biggest professional track meets where athletes from all over the world come and they show out. It's televised. They do it big. It's a real nice track meet, and it's one of those track meets that you want to win. This year, they tried to assemble and successfully assembled one of the greatest 100-meter dash fields of all time. Now, this is why. Because out of the 9 men who were entered to run in the 100-meter dash, 8 of them had a time of 9.89 seconds or better. And the one guy who did not have a time of 9.89 seconds or better. And the only guy who didn't make that time is a young man, a young buck by the name of Arian Knighton. And if you've been watching Mr. Knighton run this season, he might just come out and run a 9.8 seconds. So this was a great field of Christian Coleman, Andre DeGrasse, Fred Curley, the Olympic champion Marcell Jacobs, Ronnie Baker, and so many more. But the favorite, Marcell Jacobs, has pulled out due to a lingering injury. Now, his doctor says that he needs to have at least 10 days of rest, and he should probably try to take, 1 or 2 extra days just to make sure that his legs and everything is fully healed. But his doctor has said that he needs some rest, and he decided to pull out of this competition. So far, Marcell has run in one other track meet this year, and he opened up with an official or win legal time of 10 flat, and he ran a windy time of 9.9 seconds in the 100-meter dash, which is pretty good if you ask me. Other people said it's not impressive or it's not that good. To me, in mid-May, hey, I'll take a 9.9 as long as I'm running a 9.8 or a 9.7 by the end of the season. By August, I'm cool. I'll start with a 9.9 or a 10 flat. Marcell was scheduled to run in one other track meet prior to his 10-second 100-meter dash in Nairobi, but he pulled out the day of the track meet just due to some intestinal problems. To me, it sounds like he drank too much coffee, he had a bad case of the shits, and he didn't feel like shitting himself while he was out there. But nonetheless, he pulled out of that track meet, and he is now pulling out of the Prefontaine Classic as well. Now, for we'll have to see who they enter in his place. There could be a spot for a young guy by the name of Trayvon Bromell, who was last year's, had the fastest time. He did not make it to the final of the 100-meter dash somehow. I don't know how that happened, but last year he got eliminated in the Olympics, but he did have he had the fastest time in the world last year. So we'll have to see who they put in. They could also put in that young guy from Jamaica who just ran a 9.8. But for Jacobs, we're really going to need to watch and see what happens. Like, will he be able to heal up and have a good rest of the season? Because some of these injuries and pulling out have kind of stumbled him at the start of his season. And with all this drama and with Jacobs pulling out, this kind of adds another layer into who is going to win in this 100-meter clash between Marcell Jacobs, Christian Coleman, Trayvon Bromell, Fred Curley, DeGrasse, and everyone else. We had 2 front runners, in my opinion. We have the 2019 world champion, both indoors in the 60 and outdoors in the 100. We have Christian Coleman on one hand, and then we have Lamont Jacobs, who is the 2021 outdoor 100-meter Olympic champion and the 2022 indoor champion. And to get that indoor championship, he actually beat Coleman. But now it's outdoors, and we're doing 100. And we're trying to see who can get it. Who will get it most likely out of those 2. Although, we got to watch out for the rest of the boys. But most likely out of those 2. And this, again, was going to be a precursor, a little preview, a little nugget, a little sample to the World Championships, and it still will be. But it just won't fully be without the Olympic champion, Marcell Lamont Jacobs, the Italian stallion, the crazy long jumper. Now, to me, in my opinion, it's smart for Lamont Marcell to get out of Dodge, get out of this race. If you're not feeling good, if you have any injuries, don't run. Don't risk injuring yourself more or losing any confidence or anything like that. People talking about you if you lose because you have a slight injury, don't risk it. Just wait for the World Championships because that's what your goal is. That's what you want to win anyway. So to me, it's a smart move to pull out. But I know some other people won't really agree. They'll say, no, compete, compete, compete. I don't think so. I'm like Warholm. Warholm said, hey, if I'm not ready to run, I don't care how much y'all pay me. I'm not running. And I feel that this is what Marcell is doing as well. But let me know what y'all think. What would you do? Would you just get out here, get a good, nice check from Nike to show up and run? You get a good, nice check to win as well. You can get a little hit. Marcell would have got some money if he ran in this. Would you do it? Would you compete? Would you risk it? Or would you just wait? Let me know what you think. Is he ducking competition? Is something fishy going on? Or what's going on? What do y'all think is going on with the Olympic champion, Marcell Jacobs? It's your boy, Limitless Mike. I'm out. Follow me. Follow this Instagram page that I've just put up on the screen. It's going to be a place where you can get the flyest sportswear, some sports tips, and just see good sports content. So make sure you follow that. I hope y'all all have a blessed day. It's your boy, Limitless Mike, and I'm out. Peace.